Hello, and welcome to A Place to Call Home. It's our weekly show where we talk about everything. My very special guest, live in studio with me today from the program Yes, I Can Exceeding Life's Challenges. Please help me welcome Dwight Savoy and Deborah Williams. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is certainly good to have you here to talk about this program. I understand it's a mental health program and it's located in Sunset, Louisiana. And it was a little known program to me, but I certainly embraced and liked the title. And you're going to tell us all about it. So tell me a little bit about the history of your program.
Well, Yes, I Can was developed, initially started in Kenner, Louisiana. It was opened on November 1st of 2012. We existed there in Kenner for about 2 years. And just so happened that one Christmas I came home to visit because Sunset is a home that I was born and raised in. And I was there in the big city. I was back at home, and I noticed the problems there were pretty much synonymous with the problems in New Orleans. And I thought to myself, if I can do this in the city, why not come back home where I'm from and kind of pay back what I had gotten from the city? We've now opened there in Sunset, and we've been doing fairly well in the town. People are responding. They're now understanding the services that we have to offer, and we're looking forward to working with the community and the surrounding parishes in all actuality and moving forward from this point.
And what are some of the services, Miss Deborah?
Well, we offer waiver services, and it's a wraparound service. And if you can imagine when something is wrapped around you, it makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel supported. And so this service consider all of the support that a person would need in order to have a level playing field for life and things that they would like to do in their life, such as family support, um, working on their finances, budgeting their life and their money that they get in. Also, being able to ask for help. A lot of people don't know how to ask for help, and so we teach them skills to know what help they actually need and how to ask for it and then how to manage it. So that's the waiver portion of it. We also have the component that deals with job training, education. Some people want to get their GED. Some people want to go back to college. We offer support for schools. We're developing a program now which when a child is considered for suspension from school, we want to offer an alternative where they come and be with us throughout the day, and we have an organized plan based upon their needs.
That's wonderful.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is certainly a need.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is a wonderful program.
Mhm.
It's called Yes I Can, Exceeding Life's Challenges. It's located in Sunset, Louisiana. Now, are there licensed professionals associated with your program?
Yes, ma'am. At this point, we do have a psychiatric nurse that is able to prescribe medications, explain to the person who's taking the medications the use for the medications and the side effects. We have a psychiatrist who is able to prescribe also. She does our assessments. We have 3 social workers or potential social workers with our facility at this time. One's a LCSW. We have a licensed professional counselor that is in charge of doing the assessments. We have a number of mental health specialists that actually go out into the community and work with these individuals in their familiar environment, which includes in the homes, in the schools, and in the community.
And how is one, are people referred to your program? Can you just walk in? How does it work?
People come to us from all avenues. They can be referred to us by their doctor, their personal care physician, the school system. They can walk in and say, I'd like to see what services you have to offer. We have families that can make referrals of an individual they may be having problems with at home. We close our doors to no one. Everyone is welcome. We refuse services to no one.
All right.
And even also, if someone is in a hospital and they've had a meltdown, the hospital will send us a referral saying we don't want to send this person back home and into their community until we know they've gotten some extended help, some support. So we do that also.
That is wonderful. Yes, I can. It's geared toward those suffering with mental illness. Now, I was saying earlier, there are a lot of people walking around that may or may not have a mental illness, but they don't even know it. A lot of these mass shootings that we've heard about, people are, a majority of them are diagnosed as being mentally ill, and then there are, kids that we see every day, and I hate the fact that labels are placed on them. I really, really hate the fact that labels are placed on these children in many instances for a check. And that's sad to say, because those children will have that stigma follow them all the days of their lives, But now we know that there is a place in the community, and I understand that you have some kind of school.
Yes, but I'd like to also digress a little bit. On the term mental illness, a lot of people see that as a stigma. My views of that is if you have a toothache, you go to the dentist.
Right.
If you have a cold, you go to the doctor. If you're feeling a little bit off kilter and you feel that something's just not right, you're going to go to a professional that can actually help you through that. The mental illness at this point, I like to look at it as just a little problem that maybe we can fix. Our job actually is to keep people out of the mental hospital, to be able to come in and offer interventions, treatment strategies, and an understanding of what's going on with this person in order to keep them from that mental institution and to help them to deal with the quote-unquote little illness they may be having at the
Right.
time.
And a lot of people as we grew up, you may have known a person that was a little slow at learning, but they weren't mentally ill. They, in many instances, came out well. But tell me a little bit about the school and what it offers.
Okay, what we have is a non-proprietary school. And again, we've been in the Sunset area for about 6 months at this point in time. So we're growing. We're kind of compiling each program one on top of the other until we can get to the point that we want to exist in that community. Our main focus in the community is to service the entire individual.
Yes.
In our school, we're going to offer job soft skills. We're going to offer some computer training to the senior citizens. Basically, whatever skill they come to the door and say, I want to learn this, we want to be able to address that skill. Or if we can't address the skill there at our facility, we can refer them out. The young man who came in and talked about literacy. We know that we have a problem in our community with that. So let's say it's an adult and we can't address that with him. He may have something that we can refer them there to. We like to refer people out to the public library. Sunset has a beautiful library there. A lot of people don't know that it's there, as you were saying earlier about services that are available in communities not aware. But we, again, intend to address every issue that we can address there at our site.
And I know you have vision for the program. I know you've only been there a short time. I know that you have some services that will be extended, and you have a lot of vision.
Yes. To sum it up, my vision for the community is to see some improvement in employment, see improvement in literacy, but also to have these people come to an understanding that everybody is able to do something. We all have a little gift.
Find your gift.
So our motto is to make everyone an active, productive member of society.
Now, how does one get in touch with you, Ms. Deborah?
Well, Someone can call us, a family member, the individual himself or herself can call us in the Sunset area. The number is 337-662-3737.
And that'll be on the screen later on. We are talking with, if you're just joining us, Mr. Dwight Savoy, Ms. Deborah Williams, and we're talking about Yes, I Can, Exceeding Life's Challenges. Where did that name come from?
That kind of came out of me. I was a special education teacher, and the students that I had in my classroom were being limited by the adults in the classroom. We would say, "Oh, poor baby, he can't do it, he can't." And one day I said, "Okay, let's step back. Let's see what they can do." And thusly, I watched, and I was like, "Well, they can do it." So with me, it came to fruition in the name, Yes, I Can. But we wanted to go a step further. If you can do this, how much more can you do? If I'm in a wheelchair, can I do a simple job rather than just sit in that wheelchair all day? We want you to exceed the expectations of the quote-unquote normal people, those people who are mobile. Let us stand back, see what you can do. Exceed your challenges.
So, yes, I can.
Yes, I can, and I can exceed those challenges.
Now, you were telling me some stories earlier about some students that you came in contact with, one young man who was not potty trained, and now he is.
Yes. This young man, I started working with him. He was 14 years old. He was in the artistic class. And again, we kind of, for lack of a better word, cripple these kids by doing everything for them. I asked, "Can I potty train this child?" And they were, no. They allowed me to change his diapers, but they would not allow me to teach him to use the restroom because there wasn't enough time in the school day. When I retired, I opened this facility. This young man was my very first client. He came to the facility, and in 2.5 months, we had him not only using the bathroom, but he was also classified as nonverbal. He was speaking. You know, again, it took what we were talking about earlier, some compassion, some love, and being able to spend the time to give the attention.
That is wonderful. And I love success stories. And I thought about when you were saying that, there are a lot of parents that have kids who have disabilities, and they just let them dwell in their disability. If they're autistic, it is so good to know that there is a program where these children can go. Not just children. What age group are we talking about?
We are actually credentialed age 0 through 65 plus, so we can pretty much serve everybody.
0 through 65. If you're looking for something to do during the day and you're in that area, maybe you're in our area. But if you're looking for something to do, try this program out. Yes, I Can, Exceeding Life's Challenges. Now, say I'm a person who just came today, and I want to sign up. How do I pay, first of all? How do I?
Well, Medicaid pays the fees. We also accept private insurance, private pay. But as we said earlier, we don't turn anybody away.
Okay, say I came for the day, then what am I going to do?
The process is, and we try to address the entire person. When you come through our doors, we're going to do an intake where we get demographic information from you. We will do an assessment to see where you fit into the program. If there's a need for some mental health assessments or assistance or medications, once those are done, if you fall into the mental health portion of the program, you would be assigned a worker, and that worker would work with you 3 to 5 hours per week in your home, in the community, in our center, wherever it is that's going to benefit you. If you come into the day program, the side of our program that services our seniors or disabled population, you tell us, what do you want to learn? And once we get your views. We'll also do some assessments.
So if
come
I
up with
want
a
to learn
curriculum.
something about the computer and I'm elderly, I can come to your program.
Yes, ma'am. We want to teach the senior citizens who are afraid to leave their homes. I mean, I've said it time and time again, the 1st, the 3rd, the 15th, we know that's when the money comes. If we can teach you to pay those bills on that computer, guess what? The 1st, the 3rd, the 15th, they can be waiting for you on the corner. You don't have to go because your bills are paid from your living room. Because now you have those computer skills to do that. Also, the computer skills will allow you to visit your family members all day long if you want to. You can contact them through social media.
That's
So
right.
there's a lot of benefits to this program for our seniors.
That's good. Now, do you have game day? Do you have bingo? Do you have anything like that?
Yes, Miss Portia, we have bingo. We recently had Easter egg hunt. We had Easter day for adults on one day, and then we had the Easter egg hunt for the children on the next day. And we just wanted the community to see we're here. Sometimes like when they build a building in the area, you want to know what's going on.
Do you feed me while I'm there?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
barbecue.
What?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
But I just wanted to add, when your 8-hour day, your work day is you get into your vehicle and you go to your workplace. Even though everyone has a desire, some people can't do. And so even though they don't have a job, they still have a work day. They still have those 8 hours.
That's
If
right.
you're sitting at home, you have those 8 hours that you look out the window and you see cars passing. You know the people in those cars are going to their productive workplace. Your 8 hours is sitting at home alone. And we want to offer something where people have something to do meaningful, to give them a sense of purpose. And so a lot of family members don't want to put their family members in a home,
Right.
or they'll keep them in a back room all day long and slip them some food under the door. That's not a meaningful life.
And that's not interaction with
It's
other
not
people.
interaction. That's right.
You know, that's no interaction with other people. So it's good to know that you have the day center there, that people are invited to just come in and see what's going on, and you'll even feed me while I'm there, and just
We actually have people come off the street and just sit down in the office chair. And we don't ignore them, or we're not intimidated by them. We say, "What you doing? How was your day? What do you need today? How can we help you today?" And just wandering in and sitting, I've seen some people just change just by sitting there, even though they don't actually get direct services. Just having someone say, "How was your day? What's going on?" with you?"
wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd like also to point out that in our day center, excuse me, we're an adult day center. We're not an adult day health center.
Okay.
The people that come to us in our center, they don't have severe medical issues. They're mobile. Some of them are able to get around on their own. They're in a wheelchair. It may be just because it's for mobility purposes. So we do those things that are going to keep them socially involved, because I've watched and I've seen many studies, even with people who have Alzheimer's. If they have that daily stimulation, it tends to make a big difference in their quality of life. And we're here to improve the quality of life in our community.
Wonderful. The Yes I Can Exceeding Life's Challenges. I was going to say expectancy. But Yes I Can, the program for adult, adolescents, children. It involves family counseling. It's your resource center. And now, where is it located in Sunset?
We're at 311 MacArthur Drive in Sunset. When people come to see us, if they get lost, I tell them we're at the only four-way stop sign in the city. They can't miss us.
The only four-way stop sign
Yes.
in the city. The big city of Sunset. This is the CEO, Mr. Dwight Savoy, of that program, and the office manager, Ms. Deborah Williams. There's a wonderful program for you folk, and it's located close to us. It's in our area. It's in Sunset, Louisiana, and we want you to take advantage of it. Now tell me that phone number again.
That number is 337-662-3737.
And I know we asked again, I know a lot of people in the area probably refer to it as the community center already, you know, and we want to get them to embrace and find out what's going on over there. And, we hear about these kinds of programs sometimes through social media, but more importantly, we hear about them through word of mouth. So if you see this show today, and you can tell somebody there's a program over there in Sunset that might be able to help somebody, then you do just that. Tell them about Yes, I Can. 662-3737 is the phone number.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'd like to point out also, if they can't come to us, we will go into the homes, their
Really?
homes, and work with them 3 to 4 days, 5 days a week.
Really?
Or as often as they need us. We're basically,
Who do you send? Do you send case managers? Do you send?
we send our mental health professionals
Okay.
out to the homes, our mental health specialists, and if they need me, I'm coming too, because our deal is we want to help the community. So even though we have the facility there, it's no big necessity that they leave their homes. We'll bring the program to them.
Okay.
And at times we have a bus,
Mm-hmm.
so we offer transportation to our services. 4 days a week we have different groups. We have adult group, we have parenting group, we have anger management, we have groups for children, groups for adolescents. So we're just trying to reach everybody.
And along with that, for medication management, our psychiatrist, she can do the medication management for us. If that person cannot leave the home, we're able to use telemed where we can bring the doctor to them. So now it's kind of like they can make house calls.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we have the nurse, psychiatric nurse that will be on our facility also. She can do the assessments. So we're basically, for lack of a better word, a one-stop shop. You bring us a problem, we'll find a solution to it.
That is wonderful. It's called Yes, I Can, Exceeding Life's Challenges. And we want you to find out about it. 662-3737 in Sunset, Louisiana, located on MacArthur Drive at the four-way stop. You can stop in and see these fine folk, and if you can't stop in, just call the number, and they'll be able to come out to you and see
Correct.
what's going on. So thank you so much for coming on today, for being with us today. And is there anybody you want to specifically invite to check out the program?
Specifically to invite to come down and see our program, to me, the person that I would like to see the most is everybody. Y'all come. Y'all are welcome. We're here to help.
Right, and there's a school at that location as well. They provide a lot of services at that location. So please embrace these programs that are available in our community, right in our community. It doesn't matter where you're from, right?
Correct.
Don't have to be from St. Landry Parish, or you can be from Lafayette Parish or the surrounding parishes.
Correct. We service the entirety of Region 4, but we're also licensed throughout the state. So it's no limit to where we can go to help.
All right, Mr. Dwight Savoy, Miss Deborah Williams, some real fine faces that'll reach you when you're there. Yes, I can. Sunset, Louisiana, exceeding life's challenges. Thank you both for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
Don't forget that phone number, 662-3737. And we want to thank you for letting us know about the program. And we want to encourage everybody to take advantage. That's going to wrap up our show for this time. We'll be back again next time with something else. In the meantime, you be blessed. And bye-bye.